All right, Shalom, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. The one to see the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to you, sincere brothers out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. I just want to jump straight into the scriptures because, what this guy Vocab Malone is doing is total slander and it's total bullshit. And this guy is he's totally full of shit. You're trying to take one isolated incident from one guy who was kicked out of Great Millstone for going off and who never repented and who never got back to the full level of where he was when he came in. And Vocab, of course, is trying to use this as some kind of ammo to try to say that he's an he's affiliated with Great Millstone or whatever. He's trying to play dumb. And I had the actual video where he was doing it, and what he was actually doing was muting the different Great Millstone brothers who were on there, who were trying to speak out against what he was saying. And the admin at one point he was saying, GMS guys, just listen, because he was trying to get all the comments from Great Millstone brothers to stop, because basically they were correcting him on a fact. And this just goes to show you the sucker shit and how fucking desperate these people are for a case, for a story, because they have nothing else. Here it is, and different brothers have gone into it, but I just had to say something on it because it just goes to show that the question had been, man, this dude is an Edomite. That had been like the statement, and this guy is showing day by day that he is under the vibration of Esau. He gonna put out a false story and then try to link it with some shit that doesn't link. If the guy's not affiliated with Great Millstone, why is the name of Great Millstone being brought up with this guy's individual case, a guy who is going off? And why are you calling, brothers radicals when they're not radical? We're just going off of the scriptures, and everything that we say, we quote from the Bible. And it just once again just goes to show these people. Here it is. They have all of these scriptures, all of these prophecies, all of these different breakdowns they could be going into. They're going into the same scriptures over and over. They're going to the same breakdown and the simple ones, and then they mess them up. They completely badger them and butcher them and mess them up and try to make them fit when they don't even fit. And that's why in his church you don't see any so-called leaders, Native American, Latino, or Black leadership. And all of these so-called theologians, you're never gonna see that. It's all the same. They don't really fuck with y'all like that. But this is 1 John 2:18. It said, "Little children, it is the last time. And as ye heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists." So there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. So basically they left the faith. They left it. They received the word. They received that quickening. They received the understanding. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai had that secret to be given to that person, and they cast it away, and they left. And shit. What are you supposed to do? Shit, you can't. Can you really be responsible for every single person who has come in contact? Because the scriptures also talk about, basically when you leave and you turn your back on the Lord, that your, the demons basically see that your spirit has been swept, your spirit has been cleaned, and it talks about 7 more will jump on you. So this is a thing where you're dealing with people's spirits. You're dealing with things of the spiritual realm and things, matters beyond the eye. And, these demons, they'll creep in back on somebody who's fallen out or they quit or whatever. And then they'll have them, something happen to them, or they'll have them to do some crazy shit. I mean, that's just what the scriptures read. Scripture talk about a dog return to his vomit. You're not going to be able to reject this holy gift that the Lord has given us and then, just go back to a normal life and everything be okay. No, there are consequences to it. But this guy, Vocab, he doesn't understand the Bible. He doesn't understand. He knows a couple scriptures, but he doesn't understand the message, the full message of the book. This is 2 Peter 2, because I'm not even going to make this long. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. There you go. So they're false prophets. Now, how do you know who's a false prophet? Because they're saying something that's not in the scriptures. Because they're doing something that's not in the scriptures. That's not, not of the scriptures either. Because you have a lot of things of wisdom that are not necessarily in the scriptures, but they can be linked back to a proverb or something like that. The specifics might not be there, but the basics of it are. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be even spoken of. And pernicious, looking that word up, was it apoleia? Destroying, utter destruction. So you got people who are going to destroy themselves. So, Vocab, he doesn't read, he doesn't know, he doesn't understand. Going against something that's far greater than his understanding. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. So basically these people are going to come amongst the people. They're going to lie. They're going to use people. And that's basically what ended up happening. And then the Lord, it's sad to see, somebody do that crazy shit. But, even with that, there's a reason behind that too. That's the judgment that Yahweh Shem Yahushua put out. So, call hello Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash. We want to make sure we're walking, continuing on. Just like this week, our assignment was to go over the law and to go over certain matters of the law, because we want to be men of understanding. We don't want to be like this woman right here. This is a Ancestry TV commercial, for Ancestry.com. This is a new one they had.
Ancestry.com. Abigail, we can escape to the north. There's a place we can be together across the border. Will you leave with me? Uncover the lost chapters of your family history with Ancestry. Get started for free at Ancestry.com.
The fuck out of here. So you can have a lot of our people who are just lost, man. Who are lost and don't have understanding. There was a lot of women online commenting over that shit. Oh my God, they need to make a movie out of this, and they don't because they don't have that high self-worth. That's the greatest achievement they can receive, is for Edomite to want to snatch them up like that. So they don't understand who they are. They don't understand their history. They don't understand the royalty of our people. So hey, with that being said, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Lord willing, edifying. Shalom.